you know. I'll be doing a cash giveaway pretty soon. All right, CBK family, we back with another video. Today I'm coming to y'all with a Q&A, man. I got people, I'm gonna do a Q&A, man. I got a lot of questions people want to ask me. It was sent to my YouTube channel. It was sent to my DMs. I got a question in a lot of different ways. So I'm gonna just go through, I got a lot of questions, man, but I ain't gonna go through every single one of them because if I do, the video will be like 2 hours long. But I'm gonna just hit on some of the big ones that I felt that I thought was like big questions that people want to know or they was curious about. So, first question, this is a big question. When you start your kennel, should you buy a boy first or a girl first or both? Okay, so with that right there, man, I'm gonna be real with you. You know, with me coming up, man, I always thought by both of them, by a girl and a boy. But what I realized, man, since I'm in this dog game, man, since I've been doing it, what I realized, man, is all you really have to do is buy you a quality female, a nice quality female, nothing cheap. Because the female the pups are 65% of the mom. Buy you a nice quality female and pay you about, at the most, maybe $3 grand on a nice stud fee. I think $3 grand for a nice starter stud fee is pretty good. Get you a nice stud and just stud that stud with your female, and with that little you can keep either a boy and a girl, and that's gonna be your stud, or you can just keep a girl to keep on breeding. So me personally, I would say get a female and just go to a nice stud. Spend about $3 grand, get you a nice stud. Next question. What do I feel about murder breeding? I don't really understand what he meant by that, but I can give him my opinion on murder breeding. Personally, I think the color is nice. Don't get me wrong. Murder breeding, it's a nice ass color. But like I said on my previous videos, myrtle is it's a defect in dogs. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a natural color. It's a defect in dogs. Hey. It's a defect in dogs. So you can't breed murder. You can't have a murder stud and try to breed to a murder female. We all know that you can't do that. But it's a nice color, but I feel like it's more like a clout thing. Like, I think in a couple years, the murder thing is gonna die down. And it's gonna go back to the big try. Like, I think try is gonna come back on top. I think murder right now is just one of them clout things where people just, oh, I like murder because it's like one of those wave things, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, Nova has murder in her, but I probably won't take her to a murder because I know I said in my previous videos I was thinking about taking her to the murder, but I'm to the point, man, I really don't care about it. I want to be able to produce something that is going to forever be good and not something that after a while is going to get played out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that's that one. So next question. Starting a successful kennel, do's and don'ts. So to start a successful kennel, man, really it's plain and simple, man. Spend money on quality bulls, get you some nice bulls, be a people's person, don't jip nobody, don't scam nobody, make sure you're always honest, make sure you're honest with your customers, make sure you're honest with yourself, make sure you're honest with your dogs, always show love and give love and attention to your dogs, don't be in it just for the money, and be honestly in it because you love to do it, man, not just because you feel like you're going to become a millionaire from doing the business. What be that time-wise?
3 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay,
so next question. What kind of vitamins are good for your dogs and what vitamins do I use? So the vitamins I use 2 different types of vitamins. I got, hey y'all excuse me, I lost the top to it, man. But I got some NutriVet, man. These vitamins are good, man. They have a little bit of everything in them, man. They got a whole bunch of, pretty good everything in them. You look at them. So you want to get vitamins, man, that pretty much have everything in them. Everything from protein down to folic acids for your pregnant mom and your nursing mom. You want to make sure your moms have that folic acid in them so when they do come in the heat and they nursing their pups, they're able to really have the nutrients to bounce back from their pups and have the nutrients to take care of their pups. But that's I also got another vitamin, man. I gotta go to the store and grab some more. But the other vitamins, these are they're like kind of hard, like real vitamins. I'm gonna show y'all one of the pills. So this is the pill. This is the pill right here. This is like a hard pill. You just throw it in their food. Most dogs won't eat it, but if you put it in their food, they eat it like regular food. But I got these chew vitamins too that are like dog food and chewable. I normally use both of them because they have different things in them. So I normally just mix them both of them, put them both in their food. But I ran out of the other ones. This one got like 500 pills in there, so you can use this for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Because it has 500 pills. The other one only have like I think 40. So you know after a while they gonna but you want to make sure you give your dog a pill and vitamin every morning. It's just like a human. You want to give your baby vitamins and nutrients every morning with their food. What's she here? Okay. So next question. The next question I got is I think it's a pretty good question too. The next question I got was, how old can you start breeding your male or your female dog? Okay, so this is a two-part answer question. So for the males, man, one thing you want to do with your males, you definitely want to take your males and get their semen checked. You want to get the mobilization of their sperm and see what their sperm count is. That's what you want to do with every male. That way you know when you're breeding a male, you're not out here shooting blank sperm and all the male sperm is up to par. So at about, me personally, I waited till Juice was about maybe 8 months to get his sperm checked, and his sperm is at 98% mobile, so which is, everybody knows that's perfect. Anywhere from a 90 to a 98 is really good, you know what I'm saying? That's like top of the line, that's good. But personally, in my personal opinion, I got Juice sperm checked that when he was 8 months. I didn't start breeding him until he was about 10 months. Because at the same time, you also want to make sure your male dog is, you know, he's mature enough to be able to give you a good amount of sperm, because that does play a factor. Also, you want to make sure you work out your male dog, you run him, you make him exercise, because that also plays a big part in how much sperm he produces, how good his sperm is. That plays a part in a lot of stuff. So you want to make sure, like I said, Juice, y'all know my dog, he runs, he exercises, because that plays a big part in how much sperm he produces and all that good stuff. Okay, with the females, personally, man, I normally say about a year and a half. Most people, you know, you get people that say, oh, you got to wait till they're 2 years or 3 years old or skip 2 heat cycles. Me personally, man, I do a year and a half. If my female is a year and a half, I'll run her. Anything under a year, I will not do, because it comes to there's a lot of difficulties when you're breeding a young female. One thing, a lot of different things you can come into contact with. One thing is she's immature, so she probably won't feed the pups the right way. So you have to put them on nursing, bottle feeding, all that good stuff. So that's one thing you can come into contact with if she's young. She won't feed her puppies. Another thing is she'll kill them. She'll play with them and play rough with them. They end up dead, man. I've never experienced that personally because I've never underbred my dogs when they were young. But that does play a part when it comes to female dogs. So normally I say about a year and a half. So I would say you want to skip. Hey, stop, Riri. Riri, no. Riri, no, don't do that. She was trying to turn her food over with her paw. So, like I said, me personally, I normally skip the first heat cycle and run the second heat cycle. The second heat cycle, if they're at about a year, because I've had dogs have heat cycles second heat cycle when they're a year. So you know dogs have heat cycles every 6 months. So you could have it where she come and heat her first when she's 6 months old. You definitely want to skip that, man, because that's just you don't want to run that, man. 6 months old, man, you don't want to do nothing like that. That's just crazy. You don't want to run 6 months old, man. Kia, she just came out of heat maybe a month ago, and she's 8 months old. As y'all see, I skipped heat because not only am I skipping her heat, I'm trying to get her skin back right, because I don't want her to be nursing her pups and stuff like that with that skin condition, because it can transfer over to the pups. So about a year and a half for that question.
Let me get her.
Go ahead. How many dogs should you have in your program? How many dogs? What's the most dogs I would have in my program? So, man, that's kind of one of those things where it's just based upon you, man. It's based upon how many dogs you want to have and how many dogs you feel like you can take care of and able to handle and swing. Because having a lot of, I know some guys who got 40 dogs, and I also know some guys who only got 5 dogs. It just depends on your living situation, your financial situation. It just depends on you, man. But me personally, I think a good amount of dogs, man, personally, I would say, of course, everybody knows you want to run more females than males. Males, yeah, they make you money off their stud fees, but your females where you get your litters at. That's where you get your productions at. So you want to make sure you got a lot of females. I always feel like you should definitely have more females than males. As y'all can see, I only got 2 males. Draco's in the house. I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 females. I got other females nobody have seen yet in other people's houses. I do have more dogs than just what y'all see. They're just, all the dogs are not with me. Because I'm not co-owning, but a situation where like somebody wanted a dog from me and they couldn't really afford it. So I'm working out a thing where like, you know, the dog is mine, but they can take care of it and stuff like that. It's just something that like I said, I'm always willing to help customers in their financial needs, you know what I'm saying? So I got other dogs that's not with me that are mine. So I got 6 females, I got 2 males. Pause it. All right, so, me personally, what I want to get to, I wanted to get to a point, and it's crazy, man, because when I first started the bully game, man, I wanted 3 males and I wanted 4 females. I wanted a pocket stud and 2 micro studs. I'm pretty much there. I'm a little bit over actually, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Juice. I'm not going to get rid of Juice. That's point blank. I'm never going to get rid of Juice. I've built a connection. I built a bond. Hey, no, we don't do that. I built a bond with Juice, man. I built a connection with Juice. I love that boy. I just couldn't sell him. I don't care if the bad, right? I just couldn't sell him, man. That's my son. You know what I'm saying? But my number, personally, I would probably have, again, 3 males, which is gonna be Draco, Juice. I'm gonna keep a Juice son, cause I want an all solid Juice. I don't want to. Y'all know how Juice is like Brendan. I want an all solid Juice son. So I'm gonna keep one of Juice males. So this is my game plan. I'm gonna run Juice, one of my 2 females. I'm gonna take a female from that, run that female up back to Juice. So that new puppy is gonna be 2 times Juice, which is gonna shrink the dogs even more. They're gonna be even shorter, even more compact, and they're gonna even be more girthier because now they're gonna be 2 times Juice. And I'm gonna keep a male from that. Unless I just get a male from one of these litters and he just fires hell, and like I just feel like he's gonna outproduce Juice. But I'll probably say I have 3 males and about 7 females. I think that's reasonable because I don't want to overdo it where I got too much dogs to the point where now some of my dogs are getting mistreated because I don't have the time for all my dogs, and I got some dogs I'm taking care of or I'm spending more time with. I want all my dogs to have the same love and the same attention, the same care. So I don't want to overdo it with dogs, and then you got dogs that's missing love and attention. Bro, what y'all? Come on. Stop turning y'all food over. Sorry about that, y'all, man. Dogs, they keep turning their food over. So I think about, what, that's 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11 dogs. So I think 11 dogs is good. I think 11, for me, that's my personal opinion. I'm not saying you got to have 11 dogs. I think 11 dogs for me is good. That way, you got your, 7 females. You can just keep those females in rotation. Keep those females in rotation. And that's how that goes. So next question. How many pups is considered a full litter? See, this is a big topic in the bully world right now, because when you pay for a stud fee, most people feel like, oh, if she only give me 1 pup or she only give me 2 pups, that's not considered a litter. I should get a free retry. When it comes to that, man, you gotta take a lot of things into consideration. And what I mean by that is, man, it don't only goes by the male sperm count when it comes to how many pups you get. It also goes by the female, how good she's been taken care of, how many eggs she released, you know, how good you take care of things like that, man. It's not, everybody like to put everything on the stud, man. It's not only the stud. There's variables we can't control, like let's say she only released 3 eggs. Then only 3 eggs are going to get fertilized. I mean, that's common sense, man. There's certain things, you know, we just can't control. The variables that we can control, we can't control. But me personally, I think 3 pups is a litter. If you get 3 pups, man, I know it's a small litter, but I think that's considered a litter. I think 3 pups is considered a litter. 2 pups, nah. 1 pup, nah. But 3 pups to me is considered a litter. If anybody's stuck with any of my males and they get less than 3 pups, I'm gonna definitely give you a free retry because that's not in my books considered a litter, which is in my contract. When you breed with my dogs or when you get a puppy, everybody have did business with me in the past. They've gotten contracts. They know I stand on my contracts. All my contracts are handwritten, hand typed, and all my contracts is really looked over. And I abide by my contracts, man. It's all in the book, you know what I'm saying? All my contracts are, and I keep all my contracts from previous years. I've got contracts from 3 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep all of my contracts. So in the contract, it stated, hey, if you have less than 3 pups and you're female with any of my studs, I give you a free retry. But also, with that being said, I need video proof of my dog's semen get injected into your female. Or if you do a surgical or however you want to do it, I need video proof that you have used my sperm for what you said you was going to use it for. Next question. What is the best age to start your puppy on soft food or mush food? Okay, so what I normally do, listen, I've gotten knocked because of the way I control my puppies and the way I run my kennel, which I don't care. If you ain't putting no money in my kennel and you ain't helping me on top of the way, your opinion to me don't really matter to me. I don't give a damn. That shit don't matter to me. So everybody be in my comments talking about, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. I don't give a fuck. You ain't spend no money, you ain't spent no money. So your word is just your word. I can care less about your word. You know what I'm saying? You ain't did shit for me. You feel me? Bet. So when it comes to that, man, I feel like me personally, I normally do 3 weeks. I normally do the first 2 weeks on the mom, most deaf. That third week, I start, what I do is the third week, what I'll do is I'll do the mom in the morning, and I do mush food at night to kind of like get them used to it. But if I see that they eat a lot of mush, then I'll put them back on their mom. But I think about 3 weeks of age is perfect for you to start weaning the pups off their mom with the mush food. But you have to make sure it's soft and there's something in there like Dime. That's why I use Dime, because it tastes good to them, so it makes them want to eat it. But at the same time, I know breeders who never put their dogs on their moms. Man, they've bottle fed them and tube fed them since they were pups. But me, I don't. I feel like the best nutrients of all nutrients is the mom. We all know that. So that's why the first 3 weeks they're on their mom. Another big thing about that right there, you will notice the difference. If you got your dogs on their mom and they're drinking their mom milk, and you can go to like Walmart and buy like this formula milk, it's way different. The mom's milk has a lot more protein, a lot more enzymes and things that's better for the pups to keep them thicker than the Walmart or dollar store powder brand milk. Keep that in mind, man, because that's number one right there. Okay, next question. How long have I been breeding dogs? Man, if you want to get technical, man, with me, how long I've been breeding dogs, I bought my first bully back in 2017. My first supposedly bully, what I thought was a bully, back in 2017. I wouldn't really consider that being the year I started breeding dogs, because all I had was a male dog and I wasn't even breeding him. I just bought a bully. That was my first time buying a bully, and I just thought he looked so good. And I didn't know much about it, man. But I technically would say I started breeding bullies. I've been breeding bullies for about a year now. I would say about a year and a half is how long I've been breeding bullies, personally. I was buying all these dogs that I thought was considered a bully, and then I realized, man, you got to spend money on quality dogs. So I would say about a year and a half is a reasonable time since I've been breeding bullies. How many litters have I had? Since I really can say I've been breeding nice bullies, I would say I had 2 litters. My first litter was Draco Mom, which is Buttercup. You can see her in like one of my first videos. She was the fawn dog I had. She was a pocket. She was one of my first, I can say, real nice bullies. I had a litter from her. I got 2 litters from her, which is Draco litter, and I got a tri litter from her, but none of the dogs were tri. They were tri carriers. And Betty dropped a litter of 2 pups not too long ago from Juice, which I spoke on that in my last video. Next question. This question right here, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This one right here, man, I haven't even answered myself, honestly. And I've been in the buddy game for a year and a half. I haven't even answered this question right here myself. This is the question I was answered. I was asked. Sorry, my fault, y'all. I'm just tripping. I got it on my mind right now. So the question I was asked is, what is the best to do? Surgicals, AIs, or TCIs? So surgical, as we all know, is when they cut her open by her uterus and they get the needle and they inject the sperm into her uterus. AI, artificial insemination, which y'all seen in my my third video when I did with Hennessy. And TCI, when they take a camera, it's the same thing as an AI, but the difference is they take a camera and they insert the camera inside her vagina and they take it to find her uterus and they inject it directly in her uterus. It's just with a camera and it's not surgery. So it's kind of in the middle between AI and surgical, but it was without the cutting, but it's more precise because they're using a camera with the when they look for when they take the sperm inside of her. Personally, all I've done was AIs. I've been thinking about running TCIs and I've been thinking about running surgicals, man. I've been thinking about running a surgical on Betty when she come in heat this time. I'm not really for sure. Normally what they say is when she's first coming to heat, you can run an AI, but when you catch her at the end of her heat cycle, you want to run a surgical. That way the sperm is right there waiting on it. When it's late, when it's too late in her heat cycle, you definitely want run a surgical because the AI is just, it's not gonna get there fast enough because the sperm has to travel. So with you doing an AI late in her heat cycle, you're not gonna catch it. You're more likely gonna miss her heat cycle. So you want to do a surgery when you're late in her heat cycle. But when you're early, you catch heat cycle on time, you can run an AI, man. You should be fine. You can run a surgical. It's up to you. It depends on. But I got breeders that I talk to personally that say they only run surgicals because they've been running AIs for 2 years and haven't got no pups. I also got people who say they've been running surgicals and they've been missing every time. So I guess it just depends on what works best for you and your program. Me personally, I ran an AI on Betty and I made it. I ran 2 AIs on Buttercup, which both of those took. But as we see, Hennessy didn't take. But I think with Hennessy, I caught her heat cycle at the last minute and I just missed it. And I think another reason I caught her heat cycle at the last minute also, that's why I only got 2 pups. But next time they come to heat, which will be next month in a few weeks, I'm gonna definitely catch it on time. Next question. This is the last question. What is my favorite dog in my program? Man, I'm not even gonna sit up here and make y'all think, the question's hard, because the question's not hard. But I don't want to answer it so bluntly to the point people think, oh, that's your favorite dog. Y'all know how people take shit out of context. Oh, that's your favorite dog, so you don't care about your other dogs, this and that, that, and that. Listen, I don't want to hear none of that shit, man, because I know people take words and things people say out of context and try to find the negativity in everything somebody say. I don't really have a favorite, but my most dog that I like means a lot to me is Draco. And the reason why I say Draco, man, is because not only did I produce Draco, I trained Draco. Draco, another reason why Draco holds a very special place in my heart is because my daughter was born premature. So when she was born premature, Draco was born a month after her. And they kind of grew up together. Like my Draco's about a year and a half. He's about almost 2. And my daughter's almost 2. So that dog means a lot to my daughter. They grew up together. They played together ever since they were both puppies. When she was a baby and he was a puppy, they spent time together. They grew up together. So that dog holds a special place in my heart because, that's my daughter's dog. Because like I said, they grew up together, man. And it reminded me so much of when we went through when she was in the hospital, all that good stuff. Not to get off topic, but when she was born premature, I had the litter with Draco. And it just holds a special place in my heart, man, because like I said, they grew up together and my daughter's a year older than Draco, a month older than Draco. So, he holds a special place in my heart. He holds a special place in her heart, so that's why I can personally say I'm not gonna say he's my favorite dog, but he holds a special place in my heart compared to a lot of my other dogs because of, what I've been through with him, when I lived in apartments or when you have nothing, he was always, you know, we always had him, you know what I'm saying? He always been protective of me and my family. He's always, you know, been real loving, and we've always showed him a lot of love when it comes to Draco. So, you know, that's why I felt like that was the last question that I wanted to answer, because like I said, man, he holds a special person. He holds a special place, man, in my whole family heart, man, because of, you know, like I said, you know, the whole thing with my daughter being premature and, you know, him, you know, have just been born. So, you know, it was in the process of me taking care of a puppy and me taking care of my daughter. People were saying, oh, you're not going to be able to have that dog around your baby. And, man, listen, man, you know, it's to the point, man, where sometimes, man, you just got to do what's best for you and not listen to others. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what's best for you, not listen to others. Because when I had my daughter and I first had Draco, people was telling me, man, you shouldn't have that dog around your baby. But, man, they don't know. That bond between my daughter and Draco, man, was something special, man. But that's the end of this video, man. I don't want to get too emotional, you know what I'm saying, about this, about the last question. But if you have any questions, if you like this video, man, just make sure you leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, whether it's negative or positive. You know, negative comments, not going to get response. I do appreciate all the comments. Hey, man, 10K. CB Kennels, man, we are officially at 10K, man. I'm just so speechless, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came from nothing, man. Now I'm something, man. I'm speechless. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm just, man, you know, it's one of those things, man, where it's like, you know, when you thought there was nothing left in life, man, you come out on top, man. You know, 10K, man, we're on our way to 1 million, man. You know, I'll be doing a cash giveaway pretty soon. I got a lot of things I got going on, like with my stud feeds, or juice and everything, so I'm trying to get a lot of things handled right now, so I don't want to add that into the mix with the cash giveaway, because I did say when we reach 10K subscribers, I was going to do a cash giveaway. So I definitely going to do a cash giveaway at 10K subscribers, so make sure you got your post notifications on so you can know when I post that video of who won. Hey, so I can post that video of who won the money for the 10K, because we reached 10K. But, man, I love all y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all support, man. I appreciate, you know what I really appreciate the most, man, from my subscribers, man? What I love, what really makes me feel good, man, is when I get negative comments on my YouTube videos, and I don't even have to straighten them, man. I have some of my supporters who straighten it for me, man. Like, that means a lot to me, man. That lets me know you genuinely care, you know what I'm saying? Like, because some people, they just be talking out their ass, man. Just, they hating, they just negativity. I don't want negativity in my life, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of positive things going on for me right now, so I don't want negativity in my life. So the people that speak on negativity that's on my comments, before I even have to say something, man, I appreciate you, man. Big shout out to y'all. I love y'all, man, you know what I'm saying? If you have any questions, just hit me in DMs. Y'all know DMs always open. Post notifications turned on. Leave a thumbs up if you like this video. Leave a thumbs down if you don't like the video. I understand. I respect everything. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, man. Y'all be safe out here, man.